Welcome to Business Studies Fast Track, brought to you by Spark and Scale Consulting. I'm Anuradha Senaratna, and I will be guiding you through this special series designed for Grade 12 Business Studies. Today we begin with our first lesson, Introduction to Business. In this session, we will explore needs, wants, products, and business activities. This lesson is linked to Competencies 1.0, inquiring into ways of business and the environment in which it operates, and especially to Competency Level 1.1, analyzing the concept of business. Let's start it on understanding the foundation of business together. So, those are the learning outcomes for today. By the end of this session, students will be able to define needs and wants, differentiate between needs and wants, explain what are the product, what are the good, what are the services, and describe business activities and goals, as well as, at the least, evaluate the roles of business in the economy. Let's start with an activity. Think about a school student. What are the things a student needs every day? Take a moment and list them. Yeah, we can categorize those needs and wants into two categories. So, first we look at what is a need. Needs are the basic essentials of life. They are limited and common to everyone. Without them, survival is impossible. Examples including food, clothing, housing, education, healthcare, communication, and safety. Wants, on the other hand, are different ways of fulfilling our needs. They are unlimited and vary from person to person. For example, food is a need, but one person may want rice, another may want bread, and someone else may prefer string offers or tea. The same goes for clothing, housing, and education. The way we fulfill the need change and that create wants. Let's compare needs and wants. Needs are limited, common to all, and essential for survival and cannot be created by businessmen. Wants, however, are unlimited, differ from person to person, not essential for survival, and are created and influenced by business society. This shows how deeply society shapes our desires. Next, we move on to talk about what is a product. Product is anything offered to market to fulfill needs and wants. We talk about in our previous slides what is needs and wants. So products are the things offered to the market fulfill those needs and wants. So products can be tangible goods such as bread, clothes and furniture, or intangible services like education, banking and healthcare. Together, goods and services from what we call products. Next, we talk about what is market. A market is simple. Simply, we can say it is a place or situation where buyer and sellers meet. It could be a supermarket, an online store, a farmer's market, or even a hospital. In every case, the purpose is the same, to exchange goods and services to fulfill our needs and wants. Next, we move on to talk about what are the characteristic of business. In this slide, you can see seven characteristic of a business. A business has several key characteristics. First, exchange or selling must take place. Second one is transactions involve goods or services. Third one, business is continuous, not one-time activity. Fourth, there is always a profit motive. Fifth, risks are involved such as competencies and cost. And finally, business even create new wants through advertising. At its core, business is an economic activity that use resources to create values. So when it's come to characteristic of business, you can see there is a seven characteristics. So it's really important to understand these characteristics as well as remembering those when we answering the questions for our advanced level examination. So in here you have a small activity. So now let's test our understanding. So I will give you some examples. You decide if it is a business activity or a not. The first one is selling land to another person. So it is one time activity, so it's not a business. Selling curd pots to retail shops. Yes, it is a business activity. Father donates land deed to son. No, it's not a business activity. It is not a transaction. Next one, barber cutting hair for customers. Yes, it is a business because it is service for money. Next, mother cuts daughter's hair. No, it's not a business activity because it's not for the profit. Using vegetables from home garden. No, it's not a business activity because it's not sold. Next, we move on to talk about business activities. What are the business activities? So, how can we identify a business activity? So, first one is a business activity must fulfill needs and wants. As example, bakery satisfy our food and needs while hospitals satisfy our health needs. Another role of business is to adding value to resources. For example, thread is made into cloth, cloth into stitched garments, and garments are sold in the market. At each stage, value is added. So next we move on to talk about goals of business. The goal of business can be different. Some business wants survive in the market. Others focus on maximizing profit, increasing sales or growing market share. Business may also aim for customer satisfying or community welfare. For example, private companies usually aim for profit, government hospitals provide social welfare and cooperative service to their members. So there are different kind of goals for businesses. Non-profit businesses, profit businesses, there are different kind of businesses. So at last, we are going to talk about what is the contribution of businesses to the economy. It's really important. Business play a vital role in the economy. They satisfy changing wants, generate employment, introduce new product and contribution to the national development. For instance, a garment factory not only provide jobs but also export products and earning income for the country. So let's quickly recap what we learned today. Needs are essential, wants are choices. Business exists to fulfill both means needs and wants. Product can be good or services. Business has goals, risk and contributes to the economy. In short, business is at the heart of our daily lives and our national growth. So, thank you for joining today's lesson in the Business Studies Fast Track series conducted by Spark and Scale Consulting. Learning is the first step towards success, and we are here to guide you every step of the way. See you in the next lesson.